Okay, I just saw the newest movie on Netflix called Over the Moon. Now you're probably thinking, where's my review for Hubie Halloween? I have to watch it again. But the quick thoughts about that one so far, I really liked it. But I gotta like rewatch it again to like give a full on opinion about it. So I'll probably like do a review on of that movie on Halloween because it feels a bit more fitting to do something like that at that time. So let's talk about the new and plus I didn't get a chance. I don't have HBO Max right now, so I'm not able to see the Witches remake from the director of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So I can't bring myself to watch that just yet. If I have HBO Max, I could just watch it on my Xbox One. So uh, but um, but this is the new movie Over the Moon, which is just got released on Netflix. Like this is an animated musical, from director from well actually this is the first film debut from Glen Keane, the one of the legendary Disney animators who animated the Rescuers Down Under, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, he's the Little Mermaid, Tangled, the whole bunch. So I didn't really see much of trailers for Olaya. I didn't really see a trailer that, to be honest with you. But on my friend Rachel from Rachel Reviews, saw it early. Like she saw an early screening for it, and she really loved it. And Rachel, if you're watching this, you were right. This was an absolutely beautiful movie. Probably this. I'm just gonna say this right now that this might be, or this might until basically the new Pixar movie Soul comes out. On This might be my favorite animated film of the year, since Onward, or then maybe the will. And to be honest, I kind of like this one just as much as the Willoughbys, even though I thought the Willoughbys was a great film. Well, I think that was a masterpiece as well, but oh man, I fell in love with it. But this is not well. It was made not only made by Glen Keane, like I already mentioned, what he has done. But it was made by Pearl Studios, who helped out with Kung Fu Panda 3. I think How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, if I heard correctly, and the last year's or a year or two ago or something, the other animated film from DreamWorks, Abominable, which I have not yet seen. I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 3, and I haven't seen Abominable yet. But it's from that studio, and truth be told, this is probably like their best looking film. But I'll explain that in a little bit. The story, yeah, it's a coming of age story about a little kid named Feifei, who lives with her. Basically, in the beginning, we see her with her mother and father. They're talking about how, oh, Shengi, and her loved one, on Harari, I think it's called. Well, I'm trying to get. I can't really pronounce names right, but you probably know what I'm talking about. But the mother tells the little girl Feifei the story on how they both loved each other, but then they got separated or something. So right now, what Shengi is is now a moon goddess. So we have it's a musical. We have some musical numbers was in this film, and yes, it's a musical. But they sing a song about all about their lives and stuff, and then when and of course was the mother dies. Like, it's kind of like the opening to, well, it's sort of like the opening to Up in all that respects, but I'm totally okay with that. But the little girl is basically trying to have trouble about moving on, and then he sees her father trying to basically dating this other lady and stuff. We already know where this is going. A character doesn't want their loved one marrying another one because they thought there would be like a replacement or something. I've seen this before, or like the Parent Trap, for example. That's one of those cliches I've seen before. But but I really think it was used to its advantage. But along the way, there's a little. The lady has a son named Chin, and basically, like the little boy Chin, who you may think will be like this annoying character, which am going to admit is one of the best things about this movie. Is one of the really enjoyable things about this film. I really like this kid. I really did. Uh, um, but at first he wants to try to get along with Fei Fei, but she's like refusing and stuff. One night she decides to build a rocket ship to fly to the moon, and then she gets picked up by these red and orange lions, and then they bring her to the moon. They breathe on her, like give like these pink dust or something to like give her some air, or it's like let her breathe air since they're in outer space, which I think that's kind of a cute idea. But they bring her to the onto the moon goddess herself, Chengi, voiced by Philippa So. Oh, 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 I think that's how I pronounced her name right. Oh, Chief basically sings a song on which I'm reading right here, or that well, they basically make it to this place called Lunaria. And I'm reading it right here that the city of Lunaria was inspired by the cover of Pink Floyd's album The Dark Side of the Moon. But the lady sings a quick song about her home world and stuff, and then the little girl talks to her and stuff, or gets her a photo, but the lady wants the gift. And I've been constantly thinking in my head, like, what's the gift? What is it? And I'm not saying it was very predictable. It kept me guessing. I'm like, was it her bunny rabbit bungee? Was it the this doll that she brought with her, or something? I won't spoil it though. I won't spoil anything. What happens? But the story really kept me guessing. I love movies that do that. I really didn't know where it was gonna go. If a lot of the time. Yeah, but along the way, we do come across another character. Like we see him in the middle part of the film. Um, what was it? Gabi, voiced by Hoing, or whatever. I can't pronounce his. I can say it's Ken, the guy from Penguins of Madagascar and Scoob, which I still haven't seen yet. I still want to though. Despite the bit of the backlash, but he's a very well known comedian. We already know who he is. But which Gabi is like the cutest thing in the damn movie. Well, I have to admit. But there's just so many good things to talk about this movie. First of all, the songs, which most of them are pretty good. For the most part, I do think they're pretty good songs, and they don't come out of nowhere. They're actually perfectly done. They have really good lyrics. Some of them sound like Alan Menken music, and some of them feel like your hip hop stuff and a rapping number. I'll talk about that in a second. Like almost also like Trolls, also on how they do their own jukebox musical. Even though this is not a jukebox musical, well, it's original songs. On so the stuff that sounded like an Alan Menken musical, that was great. When it does the hip hop song, that was a pretty good one. But they did the rapping song. At first, I was like, "Oh God, are we really doing this?" But they turned it into. But then the song itself kind of got better. Actually, got better than I personally thought, which I'm glad. Well, and it was actually kind of funny too. It was the song where it's a scene where the moon goddess is challenging the little boy Chin onto a ping pong match because this kid like won fourth place in the ping pong tournament or something. But I won't spoil what he does. But it was pretty. I actually thought it was a cute song, but it was kind of the weakest though. But after that, we see some. Oh man, the animation itself. It is a gorgeous looking film. It is super creative. Actually, the visuals are very creative, of incredibly colorful. Like it's probably just as colorful as Inside Out was. Um, the characters are all very charming and very likable. The little girl Fei Fei, you might think like she'd be this this really dumb character that doesn't know or any better and stuff, you actually do understand what pain that she's going through. And I really do feel really bad for her. Or like there's a very good twist at the end of the film, which I won't spoil it or anything. And the one thing I will say, there's no villain here. It's a misunderstanding kind of premise. Or it's like it's kind of like Toy Story 4, or at that matter. At first, I thought the Moon Goddess was gonna be like the villain or something, like be like the bad guy in Up. Which the story itself, it feels similar or to Up, but it's done very cleverly. It's very, it feels like it's fresh, which I totally love about it. And the near end of the film, I'm gonna say it. I actually teared at the end of that at the about the well, I don't want to spoil it, but it was a very tear-jerking scene. If you like, basically the message about moving on and try to accept changes. That's the point of the film. So it does get very funny a lot of the time. Like some parts are actually legitimately very funny. And the voice acting is well done. The music from Stephen Price is very good. I'm trying to remember what movie he. Well, I think he did the music for Suicide Squad. I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. But I know that name before. But I don't know. I felt like that this movie was very well told. I had a really great message. I think it has a really great story. I thought it was a fantastic. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I kind of would say it's a masterpiece, like the Willoughby's was, but maybe just a little more better in terms of the message and its beautifully colorful animation and its characters as well. I love the Willoughby's. I definitely do. I freaking love that movie. But this one I think it's a little bit better. So that's it. Like I said, Rachel, if you are watching this video, you were definitely right. This is a legit great film. So that's pretty much all I have to say. If you have Netflix and just want to watch something good, please check this one out. Definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. So that's pretty much it. I actually gotta get ready soon because I'm about to do a video chat. And then you will see a review for some other movies soon. I gotta review that Shaun the Sheep movie, Sheep Again. I didn't get a chance to review that, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that as well. And maybe I'll rewatch Extraction. I thought that one was okay, but I'll probably have to rewatch it again as well. And review that as well because I've been on a big hiatus during this COVID. But actually, one more thing about the message, really quick, about moving on, and losing a loved one. This year I did lose my grandfather this year, and I have moved on. But I didn't. And that's the reason why I cried at that scene because it's the song itself. There was a song at the end about moving on. I will say really quickly, but that's the reason why I cried. Because I did lose my my grandfather from having cancer and stuff. And God bless him. I really do miss him. But that's pretty much it. It was just something I really needed to bring up and stuff. That was like the worst part that happened to me this year, aside from COVID. So if you haven't seen, like I said, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I really suggest going on Netflix and turning it on right now. You get some great visuals, some great characters, great music, and everything else like I mentioned before. But that's pretty much it. If you like what you see by here, and if you have seen the movie, what did you think? What did you think? Comment below. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. And I'm the Bostonian Critic, and I will see you later. Take care.